It's 10 a.m. and I'm narrating. Yeah, that's the thing. Goodbye YouTube, how's it going everybody? Got for y'all today a battle against N. I don't quite remember if he did tell me what his YouTube channel was, but if your thing is not in the title or in the description, then just leave a comment down below, man. And yeah. Anyways, two things before I talk about team preview. I made a ask.fm, and I'll leave a link to that down in the description. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a little website where you can ask me questions and I answer them. Although I'm not too sure if you get a notification of my answers. So if you also follow me on Twitter, you will see the answers there. Because for some reason I can't like post them directly to my 6-foot hacks page. It puts it on my personal page, so the answers will be on Twitter unless you do get a notification of me answering your question. So if you have something to ask me, then feel free to ask me. As I said, a link to that will be down in the description. And the second thing is, I finally got around to picking dates for my 2-part 10K special, and they're going to be the 24th and the 25th. I know that's the holiday season, but I'm sure you guys can find some time to watch them. And yeah, I think that's really all. Anyways, team preview. There's not really much idea behind my team. I wanted to use Choice Specs Gudra, Trick Room Uniclus, and Mega Abomasnow. That's really it. And looking at N's team, Mega Malwow is easily going to be the biggest threat on his team, because after Swords Dance, I get swept. So I really have to watch out for that. Also, Crawdaunt could be a major problem as well, especially for turns out to be like Dragon Dance. Even Choice Banded is going to be hard for me to handle. As long as it doesn't have Aqua Jet, I shouldn't be too worried about it. But yeah, I'm going to be leading off with my Rotom. Actually, he's going to be leading off with the Chandelure, and much like the name of that Chandelure, it is indeed a trap, and I get hit by an energy ball. Surprisingly enough, I live though, so I'm not entirely too sure if this thing is Specs or not, but I'm just gonna go for the safe Volt Switch into my Gudra. As I said, this is Choice Specs Gudra, so I'm gonna predict him to predict my Dragon type move, and I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast, and I'm able to catch the incoming Malwow. This thing is going to get annihilated, which means one big threat is out of the way that I do not have to worry about anymore. Although he still has that Crawdaunt, which could be a problem. So he's going to bring in the Dragonite, and he's going to bait me to switch out, which is a nice play on his part, because I do end up switching out into my Mandibuzz, which I'm really positive can take any hit from this Chandelure, but I don't want to stay in on the off chance that he is Spec. So I'm going to make the safe switch back into my Gudra, knowing that he most likely would just go for the Fire Blast or Overheat. As he does go for the Overheat, I'm able to easily take that because I do resist it, and even though I don't have any special defensive use, Gudra does have a natural high special defense, so I'm gonna go straight for the Draco Meteor. I really have no reason not to. Even if he brings in the Fortress, it should still do a good amount of damage, but he brings in the Machamp, which surprisingly enough gets one hit KO'd. I was really not expecting that, because Machamp does have some very decent bulk, but Choice Specs Gudra is just too powerful. So he's gonna bring in the threat, and I don't want to stand and take a knockoff, so I'm gonna switch into my Rotom, as he does end up going for the Dragon Dance. I really wanted to stay with my Gudra because I felt that he would go for a setup move, but it was a little too risky, so I decided just to switch into my Rotom as Death Fodder to see what exactly he wanted to do. Now, the reason why I thought this would be a threat with Dragon Dance was because I really wasn't too positive in the fact that Mach Punch would be able to knock out Crawdaunt, which is really stupid on my part, just because I am Adamant Max Attack and Crawdaunt really isn't the most bulkiest thing around. So the fact that I kind of listed that as a threat, it's not really a threat at all, because I do have Concoder. So as long as I keep Concoder around, Crawdaunt really shouldn't be a problem, is what I'm trying to say. So he brought in the Fortress. I went for the Mach Punch, then I went for the Drain Punch, because I wanted to ensure that he wouldn't be in sturdy range on the off chance that he did switch into my Gudra. That way I could easily knock it out with one Fire Blast. Then I end up going for the payback, thinking that he would hard switch directly into a Chandelure, but I completely forgot about the fact that Fortress does indeed learn Volt Switch, and most of them do carry it, so that was a little bit dumb on my part. As he ends up bringing in the Dragonite, I can really do nothing to this Dragonite. The only neutral hitting move that I have to do any damage to Dragonite is my payback, which will not be doing anything. So I end up switching directly into my Mandibuzz, hoping that at +1 I would be able to take an Outrage, because this isn't a max defense, max HP Mandibuzz. I think this only has like 60 defensive ease with an impish nature, so it's more of a mixed wall, but he ends up going for 2 Dragon Dances, and this is actually kind of good for me because all I really needed to do was break the multi-scale on this Dragonite, and look at this, that does 50% through multi-scale. So that's really impressive in my opinion, but I thought that he would just easily knock me out with the outrage at this point. But either way, I can just bring in Abomasnow and knock him out. But no, I live on 10 HP. That is the insane bulk of Mandibuzz, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, this is not max defense, max HP. This, oh my lord, Mandibuzz, you are way too bulky. You need to calm down. So he's going to bring in the Chandelure. Obviously, at this point, I don't really need my Mandibuzz anymore. Although it would have been nice to get rid of the rocks. I would have just died off to my next switch, and so I really had no other choice but to fodder off my Mandibuzz. So I'm going to switch into my Abomasnow, and I'm banking on the fact that he's choiced. Choice Specs or Choice Scarp? Choice Banded, I don't know why. That would be dumb to carry. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, I'm really positive that he's choice. So I bring in my Abomasnow, and I'm gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve, and I'm like, yes, Mega Abomasnow is about to get a kill. So he brings in the Fortress. I am brave, max attack. So this Fortress is actually gonna take this hit pretty damn well. I thought this would do a lot more damage, but I don't want to stay in and risk him possibly taking any other hit that I want to go for, because I should still have use for Abomasnow later in the game, especially because I do have Ice Shard. Also, if I'm able to get up Trick Room with my Reuniclus, I might be able to do some damage with my Abomasnow. So he's going to go for Lair Spikes as I bring in my Reuniclus. Obviously, Fortress can do nothing to my Reuniclus, and due to the fact that I am quiet max special attack with the Life Orb, after my Trick Room, I will be able to outspeed him and knock him out and possibly even finish off the game with Reuniclus. So he's going to go for the safe Volt Switch on now into his Chandelure, which I am perfectly fine with. In the Trick Room, I am slower than everything that he has left, which means I will be moving first. So I'm just going to go for the safe Shadow Ball. I really have no reason not to, even if he brings in the Crawdon. Due to the fact that Crawdon is pretty damn frail, it's still going to do a lot of damage. As he brings in the Fortress, I'm able to easily knock that out, and he's going to bring in the Crawdon, probably baiting me to go for the Focus Blast. But as I said, due to the fact that I am max special attack and Crawdon is pretty frail, I really have no reason to not go for the Shadow Ball, as he does end up switching into the Chandelure, thinking I would go for the Focus Blast. But I actually wanted him to knock out my Reuniclus, that way I could then bring in my Abomasnow and finish off the game with Mega Abomasnow in Trick Room. But unfortunately, that does not happen. Well, it doesn't quite happen like I wanted it to, but he is going to knock me out with a knockoff. Now, I still actually have one turn of Trick Room left, which means I have a brave-natured Mega Abomasnow. Yeah, I'm going to be faster than this Crawdon, and I'm actually just going to go straight for the Blizzard. And I think even if he had Aqua Jet for some odd reason, I might have been able to live that. But yeah, I'm going to be able to knock out the Crawdon with the Blizzard, and that's going to be the victory in my favor. So in the end, I did win with Mega Abomasnow, but I really wanted Mega Abomasnow to just kind of like sweep near the end. Either way, it was still a very fun, good battle. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to some more content. If you missed my previous upload that is playing on your screen right now, feel free to click the annotation. It will take you to a new tab or window where you can watch that video. And with that, guys, enjoy the rest of your night and or day. And I think that is all. So I will hopefully be seeing you guys soon. So later, everybody.